Imagine you're a child exploring a mysterious forest. All around you are paths that seem ordinary, but somehow you feel that there is something special behind every tree, every leaf. You walk along, curious but at the same time with a strange feeling that there is a hidden truth waiting to be revealed. Only you notice it. The other people around you seem to be distracted, not noticing the magic around them. So you ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What could it be that's calling me? Now imagine that this forest represents your own life. From the moment you took your first breath, a greater purpose began to unfold around you, as if the universe was preparing a path just for you. But there's an important detail. It's not always easy to see where this path leads. The signs are there, but hidden, waiting for you to come closer to decipher them. Every challenge, every moment of doubt, every feeling that something is missing in your life is all part of a puzzle that only you can solve. With each step, you find yourself closer to an important truth, something that can explain why you've always felt that you don't completely belong in the ordinary world. This is the universe calling you to something much bigger. And here's a warning. If you look away now, this truth may remain hidden, like a forgotten message in an old book. Take a deep breath and prepare yourself, because what lies ahead could completely change the way you see life. This is a journey of discovery, where the next step may reveal the purpose for which you have always searched. If this call resonates with what you've already felt, subscribe to the channel and leave your like to help us keep bringing you messages that reveal what's hidden. Let's explore between the lines of your own story together, because there is something great waiting, and it starts right now. From the moment you took your first breath, something great began to happen. From that moment on, you were marked for something special, something that goes beyond what we can see or understand. It doesn't matter where you were born or what your childhood was like. None of it was by chance. Every little detail of your life has been carefully planned as part of a greater purpose. Imagine that, from the very beginning, an invisible force has been by your side, guiding every step you've taken so far. Everything you've experienced, every choice, every moment of joy or challenge, was no coincidence. It's as if the whole universe was rooting for you to be here now, exactly the way you are. While many people think that life only begins at birth for a chosen few, this journey started much earlier. Your soul was prepared to be here with a special mission, something that only you can accomplish. You were never just another person among many. Deep down, there has always been something unique about you, a sense that there is something more, something that makes you different. Now that truth is about to be revealed. So take a deep breath and get ready, because you're about to find out what it's all about. From an early age, you must have noticed that there was something different about you. While other children played carefree, you seemed to see the world in more depth, as if you saw beyond what everyone else saw. Perhaps you remembered those moments of loneliness when you felt that no one around you really understood you. Those moments were no accident. It was as if, even without knowing it, you already had a connection to something greater, something that others couldn't perceive. This special calling began to pulsate in you from childhood, like a seed of a mission that was still a mystery. Perhaps you even remember some unusual experiences, dreams so vivid that they seemed real, sensations that you knew what was going to happen before it even happened. These things that seemed strange to others were actually signs. Signs that you had always been in tune with the invisible. What seemed to be just imagination was actually the universe preparing you. Believe me, you were never alone. A spiritual presence was by your side, guiding and protecting you every step of the way. And even if you didn't understand it at the time, these were the first signs that your life had a very special purpose. In adolescence, that feeling of being different became even stronger. You looked around and saw everyone following paths that seemed to have already been mapped out, while inside you, something was screaming, questioning everything. Why can't I fit in? Why do I feel like there's something more than this routine? This questioning was inevitable, Because anyone who carries a special mission feels an internal pressure from an early age that is hard to ignore. It was as if, every time you tried to follow what everyone expected, an invisible force inside you pulled you in another direction. A deeper, more mysterious direction that only you could perceive. On the outside, the world saw a person in silence. But inside, this call was deafening, as if there was a voice whispering that you were destined for something greater. Adolescence brought intense challenges, moments of loneliness, feelings of not belonging, and that constant doubt that you were different from others. Imagine that your soul is like a precious stone being shaped. Every difficulty you faced, every challenge, served to reveal the brilliance hidden within you. It was the universe preparing you step by step for the special mission you were yet to discover. And even though everything seemed confusing and distant at the time, each struggle was part of a greater purpose that you were destined to know. When you start to grow up and enter adulthood, the pieces of a big puzzle finally start to fit together. Those confused feelings and uncertainties of adolescence gradually make more sense. The awakening that was once a mild sensation now becomes stronger, like a lightning bolt that illuminates everything around you. You then realize that every obstacle, every difficulty, and every moment of loneliness has been important in shaping the person you are becoming. Life becomes more than a sequence of events. It becomes a guided journey with a purpose, and it is at this moment that many chosen ones feel a stronger call, an inner voice that, once subtle, now screams for you to recognize who you really are. But along with this awakening come many responsibilities. Adulthood brings challenges, expectations, and the pressures of the world around you. Even so, there is something inside you that resists conforming. That inner voice that whispered quietly is now a shout, calling you to follow a unique, different path. You begin to understand that you weren't meant to live an ordinary life. And this truth, however challenging, becomes impossible to ignore. With each choice, it's as if the universe is testing you, asking you to align yourself even more with your purpose. From that point on, there's no turning back. This spiritual awakening in adulthood isn't just a moment of clarity. It's the start of a new phase where every step you take brings you closer and closer to your destiny. There comes a time when that call within you becomes impossible to ignore. That's when your special mission begins to reveal itself in all its power. You begin to understand that every challenge you faced, every doubt, and every uncertainty has been a preparation for something much greater. And you know what? Your purpose isn't in the distant future. It's already happening, right now. Every choice you make, every step you take is part of a grand plan that the universe has designed for you. And the more you align yourself with this purpose, the more the world around you begins to change. Suddenly, without even realizing it, you're helping other people find their way. Your light shines brighter and brighter, and this attracts those who need guidance. But being chosen is not just an honor, it's also a great responsibility. It takes courage to go against what others expect, to say no to what doesn't fit with what you believe. Sometimes this can seem heavy, but that's precisely where your strength is revealed. God has never placed a burden on your path that is greater than you can carry. Every obstacle is proof that you are on the right path. Being chosen means that you are here to make a difference, to transform the world around you with your gifts and your spiritual connection. Your mission is to be a light in the darkness, guiding those who have not yet found the truth. And the most incredible thing of all, this journey began with your first breath. What you have discovered today is just the beginning of a much greater truth, something so profound that, if it were fully revealed, it could transform everything you think you know about your own existence. Every breath you take, every step you take, is part of a plan that goes far beyond what you can understand right now. And that journey, my friend, has only just begun. Now I ask you, are you really prepared to go further? Because what comes next could challenge your beliefs, turn everything upside down, and make you see life in a whole new way. The destiny of the chosen ones is grand, but also full of mysteries, and only those who have the courage to explore the unknown can discover their true purpose. Are you ready to dive deeper? If this journey stirs something inside you, if these words touch what you've always felt deep down, then let's go together. And every like you leave helps to spread this message to more people who, like you, are awakening to their purpose. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any revelations, and let's transform together. And before you leave, take a look at the next video that appears on the screen. Our journey is just beginning, and what's to come may reveal even more than you think.